Now, from Louisiana's news channel, this is 9 News This Morning.
Well, here at the 5:30 half hour, it's setting up to be a very exciting but busy morning in the capital city. Of course, President Obama is in town.
Yes, Gerron Jordan is at McKinley High School where he will give his address. Johnny Asian explaining how this will impact traffic today. Let's start with Gerron. Good morning to you.
Hey, Lauren, Matt, good morning to you. Here we are just a few hours away from the President's Remarks here at McKinley High School. Right now, Secret Service has a perimeter set up and they're doing security sweeps at the high school behind us. You know, this is a very historic visit for President Obama. He's visited Louisiana 10 times now, but this is his first trip to Baton Rouge as president. And to add to that, he's visiting McKinley High School, the first public school in Baton Rouge to educate African Americans over 100 years ago. So this visit only adding to this school's rich legacy and history. Now, last night, President Obama arrived at the Baton Rouge Metro Airport, greeted by our newly inaugurated Governor John Bel Edwards and Mayor Kip Holden. Some folks were actually lining the streets of where he stayed overnight, waiting for their chance to take a glimpse of that motorcade. Now, we know this morning what the President's Day will look like here in Baton Rouge. He's going to start with a catered breakfast from a local favorite, Louis. Then he'll hold that town hall here inside of the gym at McKinley. We also know a little more about the focus of the President's remarks. The White House telling us that the President wants to use this time to engage with Americans about the real progress the American people have made to move our country forward and how we can continue taking action to address the challenges and opportunities that come in the years ahead. Now, less than 36 hours ago, we heard from President Obama talk about some of those challenges and opportunities when he gave his final State of the Union address.
And I will keep pushing for progress on the work that I believe still needs to be done. Fixing a broken immigration system. Protecting our kids from gun violence. Equal pay for equal work, paid leave, raising the minimum wage. All these things still matter to hardworking families. They're still the right thing to do. And I won't let up until they get done.
So with this being the President's second stop on this State of the Union tour, we could expect him to expound on some of those issues and talk about how they affect Louisiana and specifically Baton Rouge. After the President's remarks, he's going to hold that Twitter Q&A before heading back to Washington. Obviously, the President going to be getting started pretty early in just a few hours. It's definitely going to affect traffic around the capital region. Let's check in with Johnny Asian now to see how the President's visit is going to affect our roadways. Hey, Johnny.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that anytime the President of the United States is in town, there will be some blockage, but it's a very short amount of time. So the footprint, if you will, for the President's visit in and around Baton Rouge will not be disruptive as you might think it would be. However, you might want to get where you're going a little early this morning and avoid the motorcade traffic. I can't really tell you where it's going to be, but I think it's safe to say that in and around McKinley High School later this morning, we'll have some streets blocked off, Louis Street, Terrace Street, Washington, and some of those side streets. Thomas Delpit will be affected, could affect Highland Road as well. So you'll want to get where you're going, especially if you work or live in that area in the vicinity, so you don't get caught and not be able to get where you're going to, when you need to get where you're going. But other than that, we'll keep an eye on things for you. They will probably take some traffic watch cameras down because of the security issues, which is understandable and expected. But we'll be right here for you with our team coverage on exactly what you need to know, when you need to know it, associated with the President's visit. 5:34 is our time, 26 minutes now before 6 o'clock. Diane Deaton in our WAFB First Alert Weather Center. Morning.
Good morning, Johnny Asian. Good morning.